But just as we're getting ready to wrap up, the last time I had Carl from WATP, that's how I refer to as through these podcasts. We spoke about the topic of something that I've noticed recently that Opie, who, to be fair, has been publicly praising you a lot. If I don't know if you've been aware of that.
No.
He's been saying a lot of very complimentary, positive things about you lately on his streams when your name's brought up.
I don't have like he's blocked me on everything, so I don't see his stuff. I don't really find his stuff. Like people love sending whatever he does to Compound Media. Like they email it, they tag us all in Twitter and stuff, and they're like, "You got to see this video." And I go to click, and oh yeah, I forgot I'm blocked. I can't see what he's doing, so it doesn't matter. Um, they love to keep this rivalry going between the two because it's the closest thing they have until closest thing they have compared to when O&A were together. So them talking about each other back and forth like this is the closest thing you have to O&A being reunited, I guess. Um, but I mean this in all the best intention. I don't care what he does.
Mm.
I've tried reaching out to him and trying to smooth things over, and he just has no interest in it, and that's fine. That's his prerogative. That's what he wants to do. More power to him. But I've given up on ever trying to resolve anything with him. I've made attempts above and beyond, and he doesn't give a fuck. So he does what he does, and that's it. If he's happy, good. He's happy. He's doing his thing. If he is saying nice things about me, that's very cool. Thank you. I don't know what he said, but he's doing his own thing, and that's where it's at. We've all kind of moved on and not really worried about each other anymore.
Yeah, but it's mostly the stuff where he's like, yeah, Erik used to work so hard and I didn't notice at the time and I never thanked him enough. But yeah, E-Rock was a good kid and all that type of really quality content. But,
Yeah,
but the reason why
that's
I ask,
nice.
yeah, but the reason why I mention is because when I spoke to Carl, we spoke of the thing that it seems that recently Opie has really doubled down on talking shit about Anthony and all the usual criticisms and shit. And even when Anthony would
Hmm.
tell like an edgy joke, Opie's now like, but deep down, he really meant what he was saying, and he owned guns and all this
Yeah.
shit. So the topic, the question I would say is, do you think that in a silly way, Opie is possibly trying to, and you love this word, cancel Anthony?
No. No. Even if he was trying to, he couldn't. And the
Mm.
same, it just wouldn't work that way. Um, I it could be do I have noticed he does stuff like what you're going to do with whatever I just said. You'll find some way to do a clickbait headline on this interview so that people go, "What did E-Rock say about Opie?" And then they go look, and it turns out to be nothing. I know how you work. I admire how you work, which is why I wanted to come on here. I do enjoy your stuff sometimes, but I know you're a little shit, so I know how you put this stuff out online. Um, I think he does sort of the same thing. Like he was very I'll call it like steering into the skid, if you will. Like he was always like, if people would say something to him, it's like, then it's like, just move on. I've moved on. I've moved past it. Don't talk about it. And then he's not completely, out of how we have to program things now and how we have to promote things. So if people bring it up, then he'll play off of that, and then he'll tell stories or rants or about not liking whoever or something with O&A and put it in the title. So you go and you click his stuff. That's just how the world is now with all our things. You got to put something to attract them. Nobody's going to dig for it unless they're really obsessed with it. You got to put it right up there in front and go, I think I saw something a while ago. It said that he was apologizing to Anthony. I forgot to click on it. I'm gonna have to go back and see what it was, but I remember seeing that. And Anthony goes, "Do you know what this is?" I said, "I have no idea," because I hadn't seen it yet. And now that I'm remembering, I do have to go back and look and see what it was. But he's put it out there. Now it intrigues you. It's like, oh, let's see what he's talking about there. So I get it. I get why he's doing all that. It's all everything's a headline grab, a clickbait kind of thing. just to get you in there to get eyes on it. That's just how YouTube is. That's how podcasts are. That's how social media posts are. And that's where all the stupid outrage comes from. A lot of things. People click the headline, they see, oh, the president said this about somebody. You go click on it, and then you read the further context. If you just read the first fucking paragraph, you see that like, oh, he was referring to this. This wasn't a big deal at all. But meanwhile, everybody online is exploding at each other based on the headline and not reading what the actual material was. So look, he's not dumb. He's figuring it out how to market to some of the stuff. Whether the content behind it is enough to keep everybody there is up to the people interpreting the stuff. But to do what you got to do to get eyes and clicks on your stuff, I guess he's doing the right thing.
So the title of this YouTube clip will be Erik says Opie can go fuck himself.
See, that's not a clickbait headline.
Right.
That's, I mean, it is. It kind of is. But then when you go and you read it and you say, oh, no, the host was implying, and that turns out not to be the case.
Okay.
But nobody gets past that first portion of it. And then they're sitting there and go, I'm not going to listen through half an hour to see if he really said that or not. I'm just going to go with this, this drunk Irish guy just put up here. And I'm going, that's just going to be fact now because I saw it on a tweet, and that's what I'm going to go with because I got to move on with my day.
That's racist, by the way. I'm on cocaine, not alcohol.
Sorry. Intoxicated.
I accept your apology.